5, 4,
DJ
3,
Algorithm.
2, 1.
Welcome back, folks, to the Lower IQ podcast.
What?
Make sure you hit like, subscribe, turn on bell notifications. Tell all your friends, family, tell your mama, tell your grandmama, your mama, your papa, whatever you got.
Tell your grandmama I said hi.
I'm Mike, your token straight guy.
And I'm the token not straight guy.
And I'm embarrassed to be here.
Welcome to the Lower IQ podcast, folks.
You just got dumber. Thank you.
Welcome to the Lower IQ Codcast.
You're welcome.
You'll thank us later.
How was your week?
Phenomenal. I'm still wearing the same shirt, so that's good.
Yeah, you got like 5 of those shirts.
It looks tighter than last week, though.
It sure is. I ate a burrito since then.
Is that all you ate?
Oh, I ate a
From
lot more than that.
Sorona's.
Sonora?
Quality Mexican food. Sorona's. I think that's the name.
Sonora?
Sonora's. God, you got me thinking now. Where the fuck did I get those from? Sonora's.
Sonora.
I think it's called Sonora's. I drove by it yesterday. Segura. So it's Japanese
Is it a
burritos?
Japanese restaurant?
Yeah.
Japanese burritos.
Hi. Sonora's
Japanese
Prime Carniceria.
Carniceria?
And taco shop.
Taco shop.
They do also, folks, in case you're interested, accept EBT cards.
Yes.
They've got a very large
do.
sign out front that you can see all the way from the road.
You can see it from Kansas.
That sends that message. So
Yeah. Thank you.
What's
Sonora's.
an EBT card? Just kidding. I know what it is. I know you guys are broke.
And just so you know, last week I was griping about the bags at Walmart costing 75 cents each, the blue fabric bags. If you're on EBT, those are free. Just so you know. Just so you know, folks, in case you didn't. So there you go.
Wow. Is there a limit on the amount you can get free? Because I think there might be a racket to be had here. You know anybody
That's a
that has a
good point.
card? We can go get some bags and sell them.
Sell them for 5 cents outside.
Yeah. Undercutter's bag.
They say those bags need to be used
$12.
10 times. 10 times to equal what the cost is versus a plastic bag.
Really?
That's what I heard, yeah.
I haven't even used them one time.
I
'cause
use this box.
if I can't walk out with the three,
box back there.
if I can't walk out with like the 3 items that I'm buying, I won't go to Walmart. I'll just stay home and order it on Amazon.
Oh, I seen an article where a gal was talking about them, and she only orders groceries online. I think she was elderly or something, but she's got like 250 of those styles of bags at her house. So if 10 uses each to equal 1 plastic bag, because she's been ordering for so long, they've been giving her those. I think this might have been California or something, but so
Of
she's got
course.
those blue Walmart bags, but they don't ever ask you to return them or anything to reuse them when you're getting delivered.
I'm gonna start ordering online then.
Yeah.
Just
I
go
mean, they
pick it up.
charge her for them. She said they charge her, but it's not helping the environment because she has hundreds of them at the house. Not
And she
being used.
probably uses them to start the fire in her
You
living
know,
room.
this has been going on in Colorado for years now, decades now, in some counties. You know that, right? The bag.
Well, the hippie counties like Boulder and Denver probably.
Yeah,
not
Is that
the
where they
rest of
smoke weed
America.
on the couch on the front porch?
And up in Eagle County, up like Aspen and all that, up there. Is that Aspen or Vail? What's Eagle County?
Bald Eagle County?
Like goes through 70.
I don't know, but those people,
Aspen, I think it's
if
Aspen,
you're
right?
up there doing your grocery shopping, you can afford the bags.
But yeah, you got to pay for them.
They have gold on them up there?
Yeah, they're actually made of
Is it-
gold fabric.
Louis Vuitton is like yeah, stitched
They're
into
like
the side.
Balenciaga? They come with their own child pornography thing?
It's like
attached to them, or what?
it's gold chainmail
Yeah.
is what it's made out of. So yeah,
But yeah, I mean, for decades now, they've been doing this up there because I don't know the last time you ever been in those counties.
No, but I watched Dumb and Dumber, and I don't remember seeing that at all.
Did you see one single plastic bag in the movie? No.
Wait, pause. Let's go watch that real quick and see.
no, but if you're Lewis Hamilton and you're a Formula One driver and you freaking make $250 million euro a year or whatever the hell, you can afford the bags.
If I made that kind of money, I would order my
'Cause
own
he has
bags
a
on
house up
Amazon
there.
and then throw them away, the plastic ones,
he
just to spite the environmentalists.
he has a house up there, so
Yeah.
he's okay. Any movie star that's up there
Yeah,
probably
a lot of
will not
celebrities
starve.
Have a
I was shocked that when I
Probably
went to
up there.
Costco, that ribeyes went from like $10 a pound to $20 a pound.
yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Motherfucker.
You got to cook with pork, man.
Pork and chicken.
Yeah.
Chicken's up a
I
little
probably
bit too.
chicken's probably the one I eat the most. So
I do too, chicken, but it's up almost a third of what it was.
Pork is
It was like
kinda-
$2 a pound. Well, I guess a half almost. It's a third probably. It was $2 a pound at Sam's, and now it's $2.79 a pound. And that,
You ever see wings?
It's still
chicken
that's
wings.
a lot.
They're scarce. Chicken wings.
yeah, because of the bird flu that's affecting the eggs, they're no longer growing wings either.
No, that's the
what I heard.
buffalo flu, dude. Because it's on the buffalo.
Oh.
Is where they
Buffalo
get the
wings.
wings.
Oh
from.
yeah, that's right.
Oh,
I don't know why I was
the
thinking.
buffalo
Jeez.
wings.
Yes. You gotta think these things through. Think before you speak, Justin.
Yeah, he never does.
What?
I forgot to get water. I gotta get some. I gotta get some vodka. I'll be
Maybe
right
some
back.
toothpaste or some breath mints too while you're out.
Yeah, yeah.
What? Because I just
please.
got done eating a burrito. And
No,
now
because
no.
now
your
you're
breath,
racist.
your breath smells like shit.
Smells like Justin's dick.
Remember when you talked about shitting your pants the other day? That's what your breath smells like.
I think you're racist because I ate a burrito.
Okay, so while we wait,
You don't have to wait.
Pussy.
okay, so how was your week?
It was good. I didn't do a whole lot, you know. Just went to work, came home.
Nothing at all.
Not really.
You watch anything cool on TV? Any streaming? Anything like that? No.
Son and I started watching my youngest. He's into video games. That The Last of Us series. So
yeah.
we've watched the first two of that. That's all. That's
How was it?
It's pretty good, except for I'm disappointed because he knows what's going to happen because it follows the timeline of the actual video game.
They're coming out. So that was a PlayStation only game
Yeah.
when it came out, but now they're releasing it for PC because of this series that's coming out.
Yeah, I heard a new
So-
version or something was supposed to come out too, or
yeah,
maybe that's what
yeah,
it is.
like
I don't
part
know.
2 or whatever it is coming out. But they're releasing that game in PC and they're releasing it in series or what you call it. they're releasing it part by part, not the whole game.
Oh, really?
So part 1's coming out in like March. So to follow the series, so I
That
guess
sounds dumb.
it's going to go like with the season of the series, season 1, part 1, something like that. So, but yeah, I've never played the game, heard lots about it, but I wasn't willing to buy a PlayStation just for this one game.
Oh, did you know that I used to sell them? I could have gave you one at markup.
You motherfucker! Yeah, yeah. I put it on request. Where is it?
I could have gave it to you at double what I paid for
I
it.
have $1,200. I'll buy. I'll buy this.
You probably go to Walmart right now and pick one up.
What they go for now?
They were $4.99 for the
still.
disc version.
5. Yeah.
Well, they're now a lot of them they're selling with a game,
Okay.
so they're $5.50. It's a
Yeah.
game that no one wants to play, so they're $5.50.
Which game is it?
I don't even remember. There's a couple different ones right now. I don't even.
I couldn't justify that. Just yeah.
Well, it begins on how I had bought the kids a PlayStation 4 when they came out, and then I bought myself one. And it's been collecting dust since I bought it. I couldn't justify buying.
Yeah. I mean, I got my daughter Xbox 360. I mean, hardly plays it. You know, when the Nintendo Wii came out, like,
I played way more with the kids in.
yeah, I didn't want to get her any video games because I'm not against it, but I think when they come out, what year did it come out?
Ooh, like early 2000s or something.
I just in my head, like, I could not justify it. I don't want her sitting in front of the TV.
I just want you to know I kind of like this format, so I'm thinking we should probably get rid of this mic and headset right here.
Get rid of Mike.
That's right.
Okay.
So why didn't you want your daughter playing any video
No,
games?
I don't want her to sit in front of the TV, right? You know, I want her to play, like go outside and shit.
Seeing, so just I don't know. I'm just this is a question, so don't take it personal. Seeing how she turned out now, do you wish you could rethink that and go back?
No, she was like the last one of all her friends, all her classmates to get a Nintendo. So you know, it basically she
What
got it
kind
like
of Nintendo?
the Wii.
So basically, instead of Nintendo, she was on Snapchat with disappearing evidence instead. Is that what you're
she
telling
didn't
me?
have a cell phone. She didn't have her own phone. We had
And she didn't get abducted?
one computer that she could use. And
It was a gateway?
It was in the kitchen, so we could always see what she's doing. You know.
It was a Commodore 64.
Yeah.
That was
No, so like yeah, we held out, and then a few years later, I mean, we did get her the Wii. We played that a
you
lot.
got tired of playing with her, and you're like, here's a phone.
And then she got a Xbox 360. Hardly even touched that thing. And then I asked her about PlayStation. If you know her friends have them, if she wanted one, she said no. So she's not getting one. Then we play on the PC though. We do Left 4 Dead 2. We play that frequently.
You guys have been playing that for like 8 years now.
A fucking decade.
you keep forgetting to save your progress.
Nah.
You just start over
we're at freaking expert level, man. We're at top level, and we're
What was that
fucking
video game we were
kicking
talking
ass.
about a few weeks ago where Larry the Love something?
Oh, Leisure Suit.
Yeah, Leisure Suit Larry. Did you play with that with her at all?
No, I don't think she.
I started playing Red Dead Redemption 2 because I have too much money and businesses and Grand Theft Auto.
GTA.
So I got like $175 million.
You ever seen the original GTA?
Oh, it's just like from top view.
I have that.
all
I bought it when it came out.
I'm sure
I
it
have
was
that game.
cool in the day. I'm sure it sucked.
The
I'm sure
music.
it sucks now because I thought San Andreas was cool. And then I discovered online is just the way to go.
The music in the first one was fucking awesome, though. The background.
I never
music.
had it.
Did it have Christopher Cross in it? Then it was no good.
Yeah, did it have Chris Cross in it?
No.
Mac Dad will make you.
Jump.
Yeah, my daddy Mac will make
Who
you.
was in it?
Jump.
then? What music was in it?
It's all types of genre. The hard rock, hip hop.
Remember, like, the
you
old,
could change
uh,
the radio.
Car racing games, you could
Super
change the radio station. And
Yeah, it was
shit?
like that. You
Yeah.
change the radio.
Digital Underground doing the Humpty Hump.
No, there was no known songs. They're all made just for this game. The GTA, the original. It was a 2D bird's eye view of the city, right?
Right.
And you drive around.
Well, so my character now, I just had to start over. So I went to another Rockstar game, Red Dead Redemption, which is similar,
Was
probably cleaner
but it's a cowboy.
in a lot of ways.
Cowboy game, right?
Yeah, but you're well. My
I like
guys,
that game. I actually like that game.
Yeah.
I'm trying to build enough gold so that I can purchase one of the rolls, and I'm up to like 9 bars or almost 10 bars of gold. I need 15.
Don't you have zombies in that game too?
There's a version of it you
mod.
can play.
There's a mod.
I don't. I haven't seen any.
It's one you can buy. Yeah.
We should play Left 4 Dead 2. In fact, I'll buy you guys a game. It's probably like $4 right now, $3.99 or $2.99.
Don't you have to have a good computer to play that?
No, I mean this game came out like in 2007, maybe.
Is it online?
Do you think
Yeah.
you could play it on a computer that you just hypothetically that you stole from work?
Yeah,
Do you think it would work on
you
that?
could.
The one that looks exactly like that one there.
Yeah, something like that.
Even though that says gaming computer,
Actually, yeah,
That's what he calls it.
this fucker's powerful though. You could play anything on this guy.
can you hack
So
NORAD?
can I borrow your computer so that we can play Left 4 Dead 2?
Okay, no, we should play. I got Nick on it, and we haven't played in a while though. But
Nick's been doing his own thing. He's screwing up. He's playing God of War Ragnarok, which is like, dude, beat the first one first so you understand the storyline. All right, but I see him online all the time. He's like, I don't have time to play Grand Theft Auto with you. You know what? He's jealous. He's jealous because I got $175 million and he doesn't. And I know how to make even more money, but he doesn't want to learn from Mike. No.
Yeah, fuck him.
That would break his
Fuck him.
heart.
Fuck you, Nick.
Yeah, Nick.
Fucking.
I do
So
think
you don't want to
that you
play
should let
Grand
him.
Theft Auto. You're the one who started the gang. You're the one who started the crew. And you made me join it, and now you're all
I
upset.
think we need to air out this resentment the next time Nick's here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick. You have to be on the next one.
Plus, you need to let him borrow because all he can do on there is look for Vince Neil updates on that computer. That's all.
That's what I'm doing right now. This is a continuously rolling 24-hour coverage of Vince
I'll
Neil's
buy you
song.
guys. I'll sponsor.
It might need to be digital though because I don't have a disc.
I mean, yeah, you download it. You download it. It's probably like $2.99.
Do that for us?
and we'll kill him.
I haven't even stabbed anybody with that tool you gave me.
Dude, that's
yet.
almost like a third of a burrito. Why would you pay for that?
No, it's all like
You know why he paid for it? He wants friends.
You take I got tons of online friends. Well, we actually have a
Here's
good
my
team.
problem with that. I spend 8 hours a day in the other room on that freaking the same computer screens that I would be playing that game. When I go gaming, I want to just get on my console in front of this TV because it's a different room.
I think we need to address what Al just said. So you have lots of NPC friends? Is that what I'm hearing?
Online. They're probably kids. I don't know.
They're probably non-playable characters, Al.
It's from his OnlyFans thing account.
No, but
really.
we game, and there's certain of my Left 4 Dead friends that I know if I join their group, like, oh, we're gonna fucking dominate. There's certain
By Left 4 Dead, he really means grinder. So when he says Left 4 Dead,
Are you friends with a bunch of 8-year-olds that curse
probably.
online?
I don't know. I have no idea how old they are.
They think you're joking, like, hey, Alvin, how old are you? I'm 58. Al said he's 58. You're like, I'm not lying.
No, there's some of them I know.
I get a lot of people who run into me in the public forum or the open free roam,
Yeah.
and they laugh because of how my character looks. Not on Grand Theft Auto so much as in Red Dead Redemption, which I'll describe the character.
It has a cowboy hat, right?
No,
Okay.
he's a really big black dude with blue eyes and long freaking blonde hair, and then a blonde bushy Fu Manchu mustache, and it looks silly,
So he looks just like you.
but that's because there's only one badass in the whole game, and that's this guy's character.
I'm Chung Li from Bloodsport. Chun Li, that's my avatar on there.
Oh yeah,
It's not far from the truth.
of course not, of course not.
But there's a lot of them that comment is like, "Oh, Bloodsport, fucking awesome movie." You know, when they see
He was
my
in a lot
avatar.
more than that, though.
Well, yeah, he was in Enter the Dragon and all that. You know, yeah, he's been in lots of kung fu movies.
Should be that guy from Big Trouble in Little China. Okay, just kidding. I love that movie, too.
Yeah, he was in Gremlins. That dude, right? He was.
What
Yeah.
would old Jack Burton say at a
Yeah.
time like this?
That's a Kurt Russell saying he's doing his best John Wayne imitation during that whole movie. That his character
Yep.
doing a John Wayne.
Was he walking like John Wayne? There's only one way to
not.
That's
walk.
at the beginning when he's on his CB at the beginning driving that truck.
Yeah.
And then what would old Jack Burton do at a time like this? And he's giving the whole monologue.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's
Quick.
classic.
Favorite Kurt Russell movie?
Oh, geez.
Tango and Cash? I do like Big Trouble in Little China, though. That is one of my...
The Thing. To me, the remake, John Carpenter's The Thing, is like
I know
my
he's in that,
favorite.
but I don't even remember watching it.
Horror. I mean, it's a horror movie.
There's so many Kurt Russell
I
movies.
know.
Oh, he's a big Overboard fan. I know it.
Overboard is a great movie.
I loved it.
Actually, it was a good
way
movie.
better than the remake.
I'll be honest with you.
rom-com.
Big
Yeah.
Trouble in Little China, though, is my favorite.
Big Trouble in Little.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Yeah, he was in that. But Pulp Fiction director. What's his name? Holy shit! I just drew a blank.
Quentin Tarantino.
The Grindhouse.
Oh, the Hateful Eight.
Slaughterhouse?
Death Trap. Where he played the stuntman with the car.
Oh, yeah.
Right, but
That
I
was
mean,
good.
I did like him in Hateful Eight. too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he was
yes.
good in that too. But
Yes, yes,
Big
yes,
Trouble in
yes.
Little China, my all-time favorite for him.
Yeah,
Tango and
that's-
Cash was
That's
good.
the kind of mustache my character has in Grand Theft Auto. Really blonde mustache.
You know, the Hateful Eight was a tribute to Hitchcock's Lifeboat.
Really?
Really?
Well, actually, there's two movies.
I-
Rope and Lifeboat was about this ocean liner that got torpedoed by a U-boat, German U-boat during World War II, and then the survivors were all in one lifeboat, and they're all suspicious as they might have been one of the Nazis in the U-boat. The U-boat got sank too during the sinking of this ocean liner. That one of the people in that lifeboat might be a German Nazi. So they're all suspicious of each other, right? Like Hateful Eight. And then there's another Hitchcock movie called Rope, where there was no cuts, and they just did these whole long scenes without cuts in them. And if you watch Hateful Eight, Tarantino's doing that. This whole
Does that with every movie.
a lot of them, yeah. But that's a nod to.
I don't like every Quentin Tarantino movie, but there's something about Hateful Eight that's really intriguing that makes me watch it over and over again.
Yeah.
And my dad, who's at that age where he just wants to watch the same movies from the past over and over again, like put on Paint Your Wagon or put on Blazing Saddles or put on. I actually got him to watch Hateful Eight from beginning to end without interruption, and he liked it.
There's a lot of hidden things in the background.
That's the whole thing. You got to watch it.
yeah, it was a good movie.
Yeah.
And you'll pick it up. You'll pick up
I like
so many
Tarantino
extra
films, though. I do like Tarantino.
I don't like all Tarantino films.
Yeah, I don't like all. Like, but
Like, which one did you not like?
I wasn't a big fan of the Kill Bill series. at all.
Jackie Brown.
I thought Jackie Brown was okay.
Yeah, it was okay. But
I don't remember liking it a whole bunch, but when I was younger, I had a huge crush on her. On what's her name?
Fonda.
Pam.
The
yeah,
lead.
I don't know what it was about her.
But was it Bridget Fonda was in that?
Yeah.
De Niro. They said they were smoking actual real weed when they're filming that. They're actually getting high.
The original Foxy Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's from Denver, She's originally from Denver.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I really liked Four Rooms.
Okay.
I thought that was a good flick. It's probably one of his first ones.
4 stories. Yeah.
It's 4 different stories that kind of wind up all in the same sort of ending. But then, yeah, Pulp Fiction was
Pulp
good.
Fiction.
Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir
Dogs
is
was
good.
amazing.
Pulp Fiction.
Yep.
Um,
Django was good.
I like the
Django is all right.
I really like Django.
It's a
Those characters in there I thought were really
yeah,
well
I haven't seen it.
played. What?
I haven't seen it.
Those characters in there.
Yeah.
I liked Django. Oh, I didn't like Inglourious Bastards.
I thought that was okay.
I haven't watched that whole one. That's when
My gosh, I fell asleep through the first
It's
second. I get past the first scene.
No, but it's, Brad Pitt's character when he's speaking Italian or whatever. I know.
Well, no,
It's fucking.
there's something with Brad Pitt in more recent movies that I find hilarious, like
Yeah,
in
he does good.
Bullet Train. These goofy characters he does
Yeah.
now.
That was a good movie.
He plays those goofy characters. He's not this like stud chiseled guy like he was in Fight Club anymore. But the goofy characters he plays are to me are
Oh, he was in
fucking hilarious.
Hollywood.
Yeah, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I actually liked that movie.
I thought he was funny in that. He was also funny in the one with Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum. What's that more recent one about the lost something or other?
Tickets to Paradise or something like that.
No, it's
Lost City.
Lost City.
Yeah.
Is that it? Although his character was short lived, his character was freaking hilarious.
I haven't
in it.
seen that too. But
So, okay, sorry.
I
I
know-
mean, he makes it all the way through the movie.
no, it's fine. It's
I've
fine.
never actually watched the Kill Bill movies.
I thought they were good.
I didn't like him.
They're both 1 and 2 is totally different type of movie. Like 1 was more action, 2 was more drama. I think more talking.
Watch The Lost City.
Okay.
There's some good comedic value in there, I think, especially with Brad Pitt's character. But so do you did you see Bullet Train, either of you?
Nah.
I did. I liked it.
Yeah, because it's got.
I actually liked
it's-
it.
I think it's the same director as Deadpool, and you can kind of tell.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got that sort of dark humor in it.
Yeah,
but
they had comedic interactions where they were friendly with each other, but they were enemies.
I liked Bullet Train. I thought it was a fun movie, actually.
Yeah.
So,
Ever been on a bullet train?
No.
I've been.
he's only been to Mexico, dude.
No, yeah. That fucker's.
This is where we're going to get back into that. I've been to 12 countries. Well, what
No.
else do you want to talk about?
100
Nothing.
100 miles an hour. I mean, the fucker's going like probably over 100 miles an hour. But when you have the two trains crossing, like you don't realize how fast you're going because your point of reference is kind of far away, right? You look at mountains or whatever. But as soon as another train comes,
I always look at the child that I throw off the train. It's like, whoa. It's like he's there and then he's not there anymore.
What's
Or
wrong
the
with you?
suitcase with the train sticker on it.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Nothing. I have less children when I'm done with the ride.
Okay.
It's like abortion, only different.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this. Bullet Train is worth a watch.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was good. I liked it.
And again, his character's just silly. Again, he's not walking around being
He's
this
got, like, anxiety and
stud
shit.
guy anymore. Yeah, he's gotten to an age where this characters he tends to play now are just, to me, hilarious. So, anyway. That's what happens when he
Okay.
goes sober, I guess.
All right.
Well, he's
All
not
right.
stressed out by that bitch ex-wife of his. You know,
Which one?
the last one.
How many do you have?
What's her name?
Well, he was married to Aniston, and then he was married to...
Oh, Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
He's married to her.
yeah, that one.
What do you
Yeah.
mean? She went and freaking moved to like some third world country or something. What do you got to put up with that?
He's got like 14 kids, but only one biologically
Yeah.
because of her.
Well, she's got to get paid somehow. She's in a third world country. She ain't making movies no more.
Yeah. What's the last movie she been in?
Gone in 60
Tomb Raider?
seconds.
Con in 60 seconds.
No, it's probably like Tomb Raider or something like that.
Nah, she's been in some recently, but I can't.
Oh, The Changeling, based on the true story.
I feel like there was some more recent than that too, like
Oh, really?
that
That was
Maleficent.
Oh, yeah,
was she in
yeah,
that
yeah.
and
The Changeling was a good movie, though. It's based on the true
story.
story about the woman's
Jet Li?
son getting. I don't know the time frame. 1920s,
What's her last movie?
1930s.
Catching Maleficent was 2014.
Was that really her last one?
I don't know, but that's the latest one here.
I felt
that-
like there
that
was
kinda
another
pops up.
Maleficent coming out, or what did come out.
Hold
or-
on a sec. I'm going to go to the Wikipedia page on her.
Oh my God!
She looks terrible.
God, she's not as hot as I
She is
remember
not.
her.
Her dad is hotter. I'm serious.
John Voight.
You kept that fucking watch up his ass for all those years.
That's not him.
Oh, you're right. I always
No,
get those
that's
confused when I talk
Christopher.
about him. God damn
Deliverance.
it.
He was in Deliverance. He's the
You're
one
right.
that
You're right.
wakes up,
Yeah.
has that nightmare at the end, wakes up. Ah,
Her
He's
dad's
been in
like
stuff since then. He was in.
Yeah.
Was
Four-
it John Voight that was in?
Four
what was that?
Christmases. Yes, he was in Four Christmases.
What was the show on Cinemax? He had the son and he fucking hated him. Oh, what was that
I
fucking
don't
show?
know.
Oh, it was so good. That series was so good too. I just actually streamed it.
You looking it up?
I'm trying to find her movies.
Oh, the internet's out.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go into personal life.
Midnight Cowboy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Ray Donovan.
Yeah.
You ever watch that Ray Donovan?
No.
That was fucking great.
Filmography. Here we go.
The end was a bit suspect, and they had to come out with a short movie, like a movie to summarize it because people were kind of irritated. But that Ray Donovan, that was a good
Really?
freaking show. Yeah, I loved
Oh, like
it.
Midnight Cowboy was cool.
I'm too young for that. That was before I was born.
She was nominated in 2018 for First They Killed My Father. Cambodian American Comer language
Watch that series,
biographical
Okay.
biographical historical thriller film directed by Angelina Jolie and written by Jolie and Luong Ung, based on Ung's memoir of the same name. Set in 1975, this film depicts 7-year-old Luong who's forced to... Oh, never mind. I don't want to read all that. The Land of Blood and Honey, The Tourist, Changeling. Changeling was 2009. So, yeah, probably.
That was a good movie.
I think she just directed First They Killed My Father. I don't know that she stars in that.
Yeah, where's Maleficent? It's not even on there.
Maleficent is not even on here. Damn. Well, anyway. So she, needless to say,
She's doing fine.
she's doing just fine.
She's getting out of that child support.
Yeah, I know they did adopt a lot of kids, her and Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
So, like a lot of kids.
Yeah.
But whatever. How do we get on Angela? How do we get stuck on
I
Angelina
don't
Jolie?
know. We're talking about Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Do we
Let's go
talk
back to
about
talking to Brad
how hot he
Pitt.
is?
Brad Pitt's way hotter than her.
He is pretty hot.
Yeah.
Well, he's not as hot as he used to be. Like Fight Club? Oh, yeah.
Or Thelma and Louise.
You can definitely see where Marla had it in for him in Fight Club. So, anyway.
That's an
Yeah.
excellent movie, too.
Yeah, it's a great flick. Anyway, one that I've never watched. So let's think of an older movie that you've never watched, but a lot of people you know have watched. That I need to watch is American Psycho. I've never seen it.
Oh,
I've never
Yeah.
watched the whole thing.
it's cool.
Yeah.
It's a cool movie.
All right. So I got that on
It's
my
about
watch list.
the greed, the 80s, the greed, the what's the word? Plentiful. In like the 80s, everyone got rich, with the stock market and all that stuff, and
Affluent
yeah,
lifestyles
yeah,
of the 80s when people were just riding the market.
cool soundtrack too.
I'll have to check the movie out. I haven't even watched the scene in it, so I
Violent.
have no idea. And my understanding is that it's fairly violent. So
Yeah.
Anyway. What about you, Justin? What movie do you need to watch that a lot of people have watched, but maybe you haven't?
Beaches.
Deliverance is probably one of them because you get, characters mixed up all the time.
Beaches.
I like that movie.
I know, but I can't say that word. I can't say that either.
I mean, it's not something I need to watch. It was a good movie.
Non-straight person. I probably can't say that either. Anyway, go on.
Non-cis.
Non-cis, I think you can get away with.
I know a lot of women love that movie.
Yeah, that's why you go to it. It's kind of like, have I ever told you the story about my friend Curtis and I? Not that Curtis, different Curtis.
Okay.
Also went to jail for murdering a guy. Got out in a couple of years back.
The crowd you hang out with, man.
Jeez, it's a
If
bunch of
any of your
murderers.
friends non-murderers?
Not the Curtises I know. He shot a guy in 20...
Accidental, right?
Yeah, when did I start it? 97. I think it was late 97 or early 98. Yeah.
Is that
His M1
accidental?
assault rifle to the head of this guy.
Accidental.
Trying to show off.
Yeah.
And he tapped it on, he had it in his car and he tapped it on the window and it went,
Boom.
yep. He was
Yeah.
over because of his kid. This guy was, yeah. Anyway. But anyway, he's out. But
That doesn't sound good.
so anyway, we were him and I used to go in the mid to late 90s. We always used to go. Actually, the club right down the street from your house. I don't think it's there anymore. It was Metro. Or something like
Yeah.
that. And
The shootings.
on certain nights, they had the male reviews.
Okay.
So we would go on male review night. Well, they had two bars, and the
Yeah.
main bar where they had it at had a kind of a little bar in the very back of it. You were far away from that. So somehow, I never asked him. Somehow he figured out that on those nights, 25-cent mini pitchers. So we would go down there, sit all the way in the back, and be the only guys in the club with all these horny girls running around, drinking 25-cent mini pitchers in the back. And whenever they come get drinks, they would come back there. So we ended up talking to a lot of girls that way.
Okay. Anything happen?
That is none of your business.
All right.
I don't recall.
It may or may not. People may be watching this. I can't say one way or the other.
I do not recall.
There used to be a weekly shooting there. every
Not that I
weekend.
remember, but
It was back when they started having MMA fights.
I don't
Yeah.
remember all that.
Yeah, they started having MMA fights in there and
Then they had MMA shootings.
in the parking lot. That's why that place shut down. Basically, I mean,
Oh,
it
this
is
is probably before then. Yeah.
one too many fucking fights in the parking lot.
First time he tried to get me to go there, he's like, "Yeah, it's the male review," and I'm like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Come on, I'll show you." And we got up there. We sat. There was a couple tables in the very back, drinking cheap beer and talking to all the ladies that used to come by. So, shout out to Curtis.
Huh? Speaking of Left 4 Dead too, I didn't know I was.
No, those are the quotation marks when you say Left 4 Dead means grinder.
Grinder. Sorry,
Left 4 Dead. Grinder.
I didn't know I was wearing this.
I thought that was a fingering T-shirt.
Yeah.
The shocker.
I thought that meant that you were available.
Those are the kind of girls you mess around with missing a finger there, Al.
No, we
At
should
least
play.
you're missing a
I'll hook you
thumb.
guys up. I'll hook you guys up. We'll make a team.
Grinder
You and
dates?
me and Allison will be on it. We'll carry you guys because we're badass.
Do you use the keyboard
Please.
to play like the?
Dude, you know what? Come into my world. Step into Grand Theft Auto. I'll have to carry you too.
It's criminal shit. No.
Okay.
I
then
just-
step
just
into Red
shooting-
Dead Redemption. I'll
So
have
do
to
you
carry
use like an
too.
Xbox controller? Do you do it, or do you use the actual keyboard?
Keyboard.
You're a fucking nerd.
Yeah. I'm a closet nerd, man. I had to
I'm
be
getting a plug-in controller. Fuck that. I ain't taking with no keyboard.
so okay, like back in my day, if you got straight
You have
A's,
to do it so that you play it at work. That's why you have to use the keyboard. I get it. You can't have a game controller in your hand.
I'm blocked. They have it blocked. My Steam account's blocked at work, so I can't.
Oh, this is through Steam.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a Steam account too. I got to look up my password. And
I'll hook you up. I'll hook you guys up. No, like so back in the day, like getting straight A's and all that was not cool at all. You know, your peers would like look down at you. It's like, well,
but if you kick ass in zombie games, you're
you're
cool.
too good for us. You know, like wow. So
Crabs in a bucket.
You
They're better.
cannot-
Crabs in a bucket. Don't listen to them.
Pulling you down, my friend.
but things change now. Like I mean, if you get straight A's, it's like fuck yeah, that's fucking great. But back in my day, if you got straight A's, like you know,
Like you'll never be able to surf, you loser.
he's like, well,
You know what really
grades
sucks
like
about straight
this.
A's?
what?
Having to give money to that guy that didn't on the corner that you went to high school with, and you're like, God, I hate when this guy fucking looks at me. I'm trying to drive my Benz. And he's over here being cool, staring at me with tattered clothes. His dog looks too skinny. Fuck, I hate this. It's like he's looking down on me again. As I hand him a
like,
dollar.
my whole point is like I was like a closet nerd, so I had to keep it on.
There's
on
no
those
closet for you, buddy. It's a
ones. No,
period.
I was my neighbor, not my next door neighbor, but a few houses away. He was a couple years older than me, but he was a nerd, and they would play D&D. You know, him and his friends would come.
He molests you? Is that where the story's going?
Yeah, I miss him. No, but so I'd come home from the basketball courts, you know, playing with my friends, and I would see like, okay, there's some of the friends are over. I can see like the bikes are outside, you know, in the driveway. So I'd go over there and watch them play D&D, and I was fascinated by that game, you know. But I mean, I could not go to my friends and hey, let's start playing D&D.
That's disgusting.
get my fucking ass kicked, you know.
Watching people play BBD.
Yeah, I had to show my BVD.
Your BBC?
BBC.
Oh my god, where are you guys going with this?
I'm just saying it's disgusting if that's your thing. You were
Yeah, they play
watching it that
Dungeons and
early. Like,
Dragons online now.
normally you have to like live that life for a while.
And
to fall into.
I subscribe to Games Magazine. You guys probably never heard of this magazine, but it's all, you know, this kind of games and brain teasers and whatnot. And
What's the name of it? Maybe I have.
Mad Magazine?
it's called Games.
Oh yeah,
Magazine.
of course. I've played games.
No, but the magazine, Games magazine,
No, I used to do Mad Magazine.
but
Yeah. You fold the back and
Oh.
Yeah, the freaking trifold in the back is always what I went to first.
Alfred E. Newman.
That, and then I would read the Dr. Kaputnik, and then I would go right to Spy versus Spy, and then I'd read the satire stuff.
So anyway, about this game magazine.
So yeah, this
Is
gay.
this
Tell me about this gay
Wait a
magazine.
minute, gay magazine?
Games. GAMES.
GAY-ME game.
GAYMZ.
I think I was the only one that I knew of that subscribed to this magazine. I mean, there's probably other
Well, yeah.
nerds that subscribe to it, but I mean, look at all this. Like, I subscribed to that. Yeah, no one knew about it. Because my friends would look at me like, "What the fuck is wrong?" Because it was at the time, like, being a nerd is not cool. It wasn't cool. I'm talking
You
like
sit
the
at the
80s.
rocker table, but you got game magazine.
I think the only thing that saved me is I was very athletic. I could run, jump, whatever, catch, throw.
Is this in comparison to other Hawaiians?
What do you mean?
Like there was no black people at your school?
No, there were.
He could do hula too.
Actually, men do hula.
Yeah.
It
That's
was
not
actually
what's on my dashboard.
Did all the luau's. He did the
well. It
luau's.
started off like originally, men were the only ones that could do the hula. It was sacred, and then I don't know what time frame.
But like,
then
let's
women-
let this woman do it. Whoa,
Probably
that looks
touristy.
hot.
Probably when tourists.
I think it's a marketing thing, but if you watch every year, they have this Mary Marnock Festival is a hula contest, dance contest, and you will see like a lot of people, competing. They're men, doing it's totally different.
So they're willing to break their sacred code for enough money.
Yeah.
Got it.
but it's different. It's, the women will be more feminine
I
style.
see it as like a form of belly dancing to a degree.
But the men's style is more,
War.
Like
macho.
haka.
Yeah, it's like the haka stuff is more masculine movements.
Shark bait. Hoo-ah.
Yeah.
Like that. Like, when you
Like
watch
the- like the-
Finding
what is that
Nemo.
dancing at the-
Holly, go home.
Historically black colleges.
bait.
What,
Hoo-ha.
what is that?
What?
What kind of dance is that the historically black colleges do with the
Oh, yeah.
That's
like
what
the
they go,
band stuff? And
ah, ooh, wah, ee, ah, oh, 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 ah, ooh, wah, ee, ah, oh, oh, oh. I watched Finding Nemo. I've seen this before.
You talking?
It's in Finding Nemo.
Okay.
You're gonna tell me you don't have any surfing turtles in Hawaii too? I bet. Of course there are. There was just a freaking invitational, right? So there had to be surfing turtles in there.
It probably was.
Thank you. Gosh, you act like I'm all strange.
if you need to talk after this, Al, I understand. Mike's racism is overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's not even racist.
Says the racist guy. He's like, I'll show you real racism.
Dude,
There it is. There's that word.
there's nothing racist with dude.
The clan.
The
You're
fuck
gonna
outta
come out
here.
with your clan hood next?
No. That's it.
Put your wet knife away, Al. I think you're safe.
I don't know, man. I've been lynched once. Didn't like it. We got topics. We're gonna talk about topics or what? No.
Sure.
Anything
What one do you
cool?
want to talk about? Did you have one you want to talk about?
We
See,
got
I seen Nemo. I seen Finding Nemo.
okay.
It's about a Hawaiian fish. He's a saltwater fish. It's swimming. What else is it possibly about?
Australia? Wasn't it in Australia?
No, they went through the East Australian current or whatever, but that was it.
Okay.
That's
So
sus.
what kind of
As the
topics?
kids say, that sounds kind of sus.
That is sus.
That is sus.
You guys don't even know. I know more about your culture than you, Alcy, and you're just all upset. Gosh.
So I have this topic here, and this
All right, go ahead.
Anyway, so I'm going to sum it up. I'm not going to read this whole article. Well, I'll start with the intro.
Wrap it up already.
If you're a man, which doesn't include Mike, you're more likely to shell out for a ridiculously fast, handsomely sculpted, completely unnecessary sports car if you believe you have a small penis.
No wonder I've been driving a shitty car my whole life.
It's the old cliche of compensating for something actually true.
It's compensating for my huge
Psychologists at
cock.
University of London decided it was time for someone to study this, one of the great mysteries of our time. Last week they released their findings. And so I'm going to sum it up. Basically, they, and I may be off just a hair on this, but this is what I gathered from it.
Off by a hair.
Exactly. So they put together two groups of men, asked them questions. One group they told that 4 inches, they told them that 4 inches was the average length of a penis, the average size of a male's member. The other group, they told them that 7 inches was the average size. And based on their responses to questions after hearing that information, the coordination of information went along with anyone that believed, based on that information, that their penis was less than average. They tended to choose a sports car as their car of choice. So even though whatever information they got wasn't necessarily true, because I think they say 5 is the average, I think they quoted, the information that they gave them along those lines, it didn't matter if they said 7 or 4, sports car was the most sought after vehicle based on that information.
So the one they told 7 to felt inadequate and went and bought sports
Under
cars.
7, if they were under 7.
Yeah. So let's say they were average is 5 or 6, like you said, something like that.
Yep.
So they were average, truly average, but they were told 7 was average. Those were the guys that went
So
after
people that
sports
thought
cars.
it was 7 or were told it was 7, if they were under 7, they tend to answer more towards the sports car.
I got you.
And at the 4 inch, if they were under 4 inches, what they thought was the average at 4, they tended to answer more towards
Well, so
sports
they
cars.
went, but if they were over 4 inches, they tend to.
Yeah,
go just get
the
a
data went the
standard
other way.
car.
I don't know that it didn't go perfectly, but yeah. So there was a correlation made to what guys believe is their penis
Well,
size.
I've always driven a shitty car to compensate for my huge.
You know me.
Yeah, but your wife's been
Johnson.
telling you for years it's way big, Mike, and she's been lying.
Because you got to train them early. Tell them that's
So
6
it's not
inches.
on your actual, it's on what you believe.
You got
It's
to
adequate.
tell them that's 6 inches.
You guys seen my piece of shit cars,
Yeah.
so I don't have to compensate for anything.
No, that's definitely.
Even though
you
I'm
definitely are compensating for something.
Yeah, I'm only 3 inches, but
But your wife told you 2 is normal.
I accept it.
Your wife's like, but 2 is way more than enough.
Yeah.
I show my
Because you guys know the G spot is only 2.5 inches in, right? So
Yeah.
I mean,
I show my paycheck, and it kind of makes up for it.
35,000 gets you some ass.
Do you know how you can tell when a woman comes?
I don't care.
There you go.
Oh, is it supposed to be no and be like exactly?
Yeah, you say, who cares?
Oh, I know. Like the next time we're fighting, because then she tells me, "Oh, I don't ever do that," and then you're like, "Oh, well, now I know all those times ever you sounded like it wasn't." So now I know when they act like they're coming, they're not. That's how I know.
It's like, who cares? Yeah.
You just the key is to get in there and unlatch the hood.
Yeah, unlatch the hood.
For all you youngsters out there that I wasn't given this information, I had to figure it out later on in life because women, I don't understand it. If I'm a woman, I'm giving you fucking direction. I don't care if it hurts your feelings. The one time your feelings are hurt will make a long lasting bit of happiness.
They're
right?
funny like that. I think they don't even understand their own shit. That's why they
I
can't.
don't get
I
it.
think you're right.
They don't. That's why
They don't
can't-
even understand what they like.
I like stumbled
Yeah.
into it. Oh, that feels good. You know what I mean? It took lots of time
Yeah.
before what I felt like the information I was given versus like I could have been doing this shit a long time ago. Like the angles thing.
mean,
Oh,
Just
what?
Just ask them where they want to go eat. They don't
They
fucking
don't
know.
even know that.
But then when you suggest it, they're like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
Or you say, "Hey, are you hungry?" And they go, "No, I'm running out." "Are you hungry?" "No." Then you go come back with McDonald's. And they're like, "Can I have some of that?" "No."
Yeah.
What the hell? You didn't even know if you were hungry.
Can I try that? No. Order your own. And
No, you just tell
that-
them. I heard that
Freaking
my
awesome.
semen tastes like things I've eaten. So there you go.
No, and then so they come out with this thing like to get your woman to say where they want to eat. You're like, "Oh, we're gonna go out to eat," and she will say where. Say, "Why don't you guess?" And so she'll name a place. Even that doesn't fucking work, because she'll name a place and it's like, exactly, we're going there, and you're heading there, and she's like, "Well, I don't know if I really want to eat there. Can we maybe go somewhere else?" And like, "Okay, where?" "I don't know."
So let me just clue you in for a second on what you should do with that information, Al. Do you ever notice that no matter what you bring to this podcast, we fucking eat it? You should date a man.
Right? This is how he's going to secretly come out of the
Well,
closet. He's going to convince you to be gay.
We never ask you what you're bringing for dinner.
Well, because I'm not sleeping with you. You don't have anything to
You just show up and we're like, hot damn, there's food. Woo-la.
You don't have to. There's nothing to offer.
How
Nothing
do you
that I
think
would want.
he's not even admitting that you guys sleep together, for crying out loud.
But on the other hand, with a woman, there's something that I want. You see? They have something
No,
I
explain
want.
further.
They have something I want.
What's that mean, Al?
They have something I want.
Money?
I have money.
Critiquing?
I can critique.
You want to be critiqued? You want to be
I'm
told
just saying.
you're not good enough and compared to her ex?
I don't care. If I get it, I get it.
I'm going to tell you right now, Al, you got the best of both worlds. Because honestly, you could come here with that burrito you came with a hole punctured in the end of it from you getting what you wanted, and I would still eat the goddamn thing. So what I'm saying is, you should date a man, is what I'm trying to tell you. Because I don't question where you get the food. I don't even question what's inside of it when you bring it.
I don't know. But it's
Yeah,
kind of
that's
like
true.
it's kind of like either you want it or not. I don't give a fuck. You know.
But that's the point. There's no,
No,
like, hey, what do you
but-
want? What do you guys want?
No, but see, but you have nothing. You have nothing that I
Al,
want.
what I'm saying is,
No.
she's going to be mad either way.
No, but regardless, she has something I want. So you gotta play that. You gotta kind of balance
But
that.
what?
But are
does
you
she have?
getting it? That's the question.
Is it her shoes?
She has something I want that you do not have.
Like a nice hat?
You've never even looked, Al.
I just know. I just know whatever you have, I do not want.
Al, this is what I'm telling you.
I do not
She's
want.
either going to get mad about where you go eat, or she's going to get mad about
Yeah,
something
but-
you said
but
while
if I
you're
get-
eating where
if-
she wants to go eat.
If I get what I want, it's worth it. You have nothing I want. Just put it that way. You don't have anything.
What does she have that you want, though? Is it a nice blouse?
She has a remote control. So I'm just saying. I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
But
You
Al,
like her car?
like as far as compatibility is like you're hanging out with guys is like we can make the most out of like nothing. Like take this podcast. We talking shit.
but we haven't made anything out of this.
I mean, we talk shit for like an hour. You know, it's nothing. I mean, we're talking about nothing, and we enjoy it.
Whoa, take it easy.
All right,
It's not nothing.
but with a woman, there's something.
I get it right now. She watches this. You don't want her to know what you're really saying. Oh, I
She
gotcha. I know what you're saying.
They don't
I gotcha, Al.
They don't watch this shit. This shit is too
You don't
boring
want
for
to
them.
step over your.
This shit
I
is
gotcha.
way below their intelligence. They don't watch this shit. They don't watch.
Well, they certainly didn't watch 53 minutes into it, so you could say whatever you want.
Yeah.
Here's what I know. She's either going to be angry about where you choose to eat, or she's going to be angry about something after you choose to eat.
All I know is they just want to get out of the house. So
Like, oh, I feel gassy now. Oh, great.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful of
I
that.
can't do it now. I'm so full.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's the possibility
let
of
you
getting
wear-
that thing.
I can't let you wear my high heels because I'm full
So
now.
yeah, we'll usually end up somewhere where they have a pretty diverse kind of menu. So
Like dim
Like
sum,
Sonora's. Sonora's has a
no,
really good
like
diverse
those
menu.
chains, like
Golden Corral.
like Chili's. Speaking of, I haven't been there in a while.
It
What's
just
that?
reopened, I thought.
Golden Corral.
Yeah.
It's
I've
not that
never
great.
eaten at one of those.
I
It's
think it
okay.
used to be good, but I feel like it's downhill
I
since
mean,
last
it's
time.
it's okay. That's about it. But I would say breakfast is probably
You know what?
you can't really mess up.
Charlie and I
breakfast.
used to go to is it Airport and Circle, maybe? Not Circle. Academy. Maybe
Okay.
Academy. And there's a Chinese joint there. Maybe it's south. It's got to be south of the airport. It's almost.
It's south.
It's just north of Fountain.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And there's like 110 items, so it could be like there's supposed to be a Chinese joint, but then they have like Louisiana crawfish.
Yeah,
You're like, oh, dude, I'm getting after those crawfish.
yeah.
Or there'll be like a meatball. It's got like a pepperoni and cheese melted on it. It's like
Yeah.
so many. There are 110 items, but they're not all Chinese, folks. That's the curious part of it. And we used to pig out at that freaking joint all the
You gotta get your
time.
money's worth. Yeah.
Oh, dang, because it was all you could eat. I steer clear of the sushi. I always steer clear of the sushi there because it just looks sort of haphazardly put together. And you're like, I don't want to question like the
Yeah.
how good this fish is, so we'll still steer clear of that one. I'll eat all the Chinese food, but anyway, is that joint still open?
I think so.
I figure COVID would have put them under for sure. Cause
Yeah, all the
it's one of those places where
buffets
you're
have to
like,
shut down.
it looked clean on the outside and even for the most part on the inside, but there was something about it you couldn't be sure that seemed not clean about it. So it's like, I don't know if this food's really a good thing to eat, but I ate it anyway. I never got sick from it.
Want to hear another story?
Yeah, bring up another
Sorry.
story instead of just staring at your phones.
Okay, so a
I'm
second
shopping for cars.
a second Colorado library
Library?
Library?
got closed this past week for meth contamination. A second one.
That's not hard to do with fentanyl in this
So
world.
the Inglewood Public Library shut its door last Wednesday after tests showed exhaust vents reflected meth contamination. So I'm not going to read the rest of the article here, but what do you think is going on here?
There,
I think the first one was closed in Boulder.
Were they making meth? I feel like they were making meth, or were they just smoking it?
no, I think that
In the
there's
library?
fentanyl drug deals going down in there.
Yeah, I think they're probably just smoking it. It'd be too complicated.
Maybe
to,
it's like a weight loss meeting.
to make it in there. I mean,
If it's a weight loss meeting, it sounds like a very effective
to
one.
set up a lab in a library restroom is too complex.
I mean, who reads anymore? There's probably no one there for hours on end.
I think it's homeless people. You know.
Oh yeah, I'm more than sure it's homeless people.
Yeah. 'Cause-
You can't trust them.
You guys are racist.
no, they need a place to go
Next,
smoke.
you'll say
and-
like they're shitting in the streets and stuff.
No, I know the library is probably the one of the places that they could use a public restroom, right? Like you go to a restaurant, whatever, they'll probably deny.
You know what the best part is? They probably checked out a book there that was how to make crack or meth, and then they used it.
Probably.
That's a good point.
But I'm thinking it's homeless. Homeless go in there because if you're homeless, you probably can't go to a restaurant, use their restroom.
Whoa,
They'll
wait a
probably
minute.
tell you no. That's probably one of the few places, public restrooms, that you could go to and they won't chase you.
I don't
out
think
of
they
there.
could have checked out a book because you have to have a home address to get a library
You
card.
need an ID, yeah.
So we can rule out homeless people. Is that what you're saying?
Well, they just went in there to use the restroom.
But how did they check out the book to make meth?
Well, they didn't check out the book. They just smoked the meth.
Oh, you think they just grabbed the book
In the library.
and then read it right there in the library?
Yeah, because I mean, you can't smoke meth in public, right? I mean, it's kind of
Well, you
dangerous.
can.
You
Why?
can.
Because you need a home address?
No, I mean you can, but it's kind of stupid to do that in plain sight of
Yeah, because
everyone.
if I'm homeless, I'm really worried about somebody telling me to stop smoking my meth in public.
Yeah, so you go into like a restroom.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am.
So what are the few restrooms you could go to, public restrooms that you could go to without the business owner chasing you
How
out?
about you just smoke it on the bench outside?
But that's still in public.
Well, then if a cop pulls you over, then he's going to take you to jail for smoking
And
meth.
then you're going to have a home.
You got to go to jail with no meth.
Yeah.
That's the problem with that.
So
That's why
I
they-
just think the public library is one of the few places that homeless people could go to without being chased off.
Like a homeless shelter?
Well, I mean, there's that too, but you can't do drugs in a homeless shelter too.
Said who?
It's a homeless shelter.
Have you ever been to a homeless shelter?
No, you
Can you
can't.
confirm this?
You can't.
You could-
You can't.
you could probably get
can't
away
even
with
drink
dabbing.
alcohol.
There's
Yeah.
places where they hand out needles and shit.
Well, yeah,
so,
in San Francisco.
I mean,
I don't know if that happens
There's
here, but
places
I
where
know
you
in
can
San
shit in the
Fran.
street and they won't bug you either. It's called San Francisco.
Yeah. But that's just my guess, because a lot of business owners, they won't let homeless people use their restroom. They won't let them. They'll have signs outside, no public restrooms. Right? You got to be a customer of that place to use their restroom.
whenever you say homeless person, I'm picturing Damon Wayans from In Living Color when he pretended he was playing that homeless person.
Yeah, the pickle jar.
There.
That's my guess. My guess is it's homeless, because you don't really get chased out of a library. Just
Library. You got one near your house, so maybe just look homeless and go in there.
well,
Just
I
start
do
pissing
look.
all over the
I
walls
think
and the
homeless,
floors.
that's kind of a derogatory term, like home disadvantaged or
Home challenged.
Oh yeah, what do they call it now? They don't say homeless.
hobo,
Undocumented
homeowner,
Is it houseless?
undocumented homeowner.
Undocumented homeowner, probably.
Something, yeah. I don't know. It's woke.
I mean, God knows we can't be direct with our language anymore. So
Yeah.
Alternative sleep arrangement.
Yeah, I
people?
mean, I go to my library and I mean, I do look homeless. And they don't chase me out of there. So,
That's because he's got to jack off somewhere. Just let him be. He's in the fiction section. It's fine.
nobody ever goes in there.
You're in the porn section. Do they have a porn section there now? I wouldn't be surprised if they don't.
How to make beaded jewelry section.
I'm sure they have some books that show nudity. I mean, it's not really pornography,
Checking out the
but
Kama Sutra area.
it's kind of
in the
like
aisle?
some nonfiction shit.
Oh,
yeah.
look at this Kama Sutra.
Kama Sutra.
What
something
position
like
is
that.
this?
I don't know. The lotus blossom. I don't know.
It's called chocolate starfish.
Mike is looking for
Chocolate.
cars to buy as we
Oh, yeah.
speak.
As we speak.
This podcast is so bad. He's looking for a way to get the fuck out of here.
No, I'm not. I'm looking for
Oh,
conversation.
he's looking for sports cars because he just talked about the size of his dick.
No, I've never driven a sports car.
Yeah, but
I've
you're looking
them.
now.
I've never owned one as a daily driver.
You're like,
what
oh,
would you get?
You're like, you really?
I'm
Let's-
looking at Toyota Camrys, honestly.
He's looking like
It's not really a sports car, but
he searched
No, it's not.
cars
That's
for
what I'm
people
saying.
with less than 4 inches.
I've,
Is what he
I've
searched for.
pretty much always driven a sedan for the idea that I'll blend in with everybody.
you gotta get something with a manual transmission, man.
You have
Yeah, they don't make a lot of those. That's why I got to build one of those, and that's my toy
you're the only
car.
guy with a sedan with a gun rack in the back.
Probably. I got a gun rack in my truck, so why wouldn't I have one in my car?
You have a
I mean, I don't own any guns. Let's make that really freaking clear. But the gun rack speaks to this guy probably does have guns, and I probably shouldn't mess with
It's where your wife puts her broom.
him. Yeah, right.
Got one of those stick vacuums, and that's where she puts it on the gun rack.
Yeah, exactly. You got any more stories? You're just gonna look for cars?
That's all I'm doing.
Oh.
I figure there's
My
more
God.
conversation in this, and what you guys are
my
talking.
God. What time is it?
All right,
Okay.
bring up another story. Let's talk about Joe Biden and the classified documents, shall we? Let's talk about how the Democrats are putting the old man out to pasture. Because CNN's even reporting against it. Everyone's
Yeah.
reporting against
But
him.
they're differentiating between his
And
documents
they realize
Trump's, yeah.
with their agenda, they have to start getting really nice because there's an election in less than 2 years. So they got to make you forget about how they've been undermining you all this time. And that's exactly how socialism is ushered in. They push a little too far, then they back off. Then they push a little further next time, and they back off. Watch the game, folks. It's happening right before your eyes. You'll forget about it by the next election cycle.
Yeah.
Don't be a communist. Don't vote Democrat. That's the end of my commercial.
Yeah.
But what if, the,
Only you can stop socialism, people.
what if the machine I'm using switches my vote to Democrat?
I vote Democrat. I'm a registered Democrat.
You, sir, are the problem.
no.
Not necessarily.
No, look who's running the country now. Look
But
how
any
great
I
we're
Democrat-
doing.
honestly don't know who's running the country.
Look how great we're
Kamala?
doing. The Democrats. The Democrats.
Hey, Gay, I'll give it to Camel Toe. She said one of the most intelligent things I ever heard her say. She explained, essentially in so many words, how diabolically evil equity is. Forced equity is. 100%. Everybody needs equality of outcome, right? Equality of outcome. So some people should be given more because they don't start at the same bullshit. I'm about equality of opportunity. Equality
Yeah.
of outcomes a very
Yeah,
dangerous
the problem
game to play.
is who's judging what the beginning point
The
is.
government. Don't worry, they don't
Yeah.
screw anything up.
That's where it can be unfair, is who's judging the beginning point.
You could you could look at economics, right? You could have two different households. They're in the slums, basically, of the neighborhood. Okay, then one of them, within one generation, they're able to move out. The kids get a college scholarship, get a good job, and they're able to move out of that neighborhood. And then the other family is stuck in there for generations after generations. So it's the same starting point is there. They're both at the same starting point, but one's able to get out of there because it's basically the culture.
But I'll tell you what doesn't work. Sitting around thinking somebody owes you something. That doesn't work.
I'm
So
just saying.
you shouldn't be given more because that's your approach to life. If that's your approach to life, you're not doing enough to serve yourself.
Yeah.
Period. I'm sorry if I sound like freaking I'm taking an Andrew Tate stance here, but get off your dead ass and go work.
Yeah.
There's tons of fucking jobs out there. I don't want any bitch pissing and moaning that you freaking what do you call minimum wage isn't enough. Minimum wage isn't a living wage. Go out and get a real freaking learn a skill and make yourself valuable in the marketplace. Period. Equity is a very dangerous
So,
game
I
to
don't
tie,
wanna
and it's
get too
becoming
political.
it's becoming a very common topic of discussion, and equity is extremely dangerous.
Did you guys see that? There was some video I saw today from the Davos, the World Economic Forum thing or whatever. And they gave a whole presentation on the AI reading brain activity and brain waves or whatever.
Right.
And being able to see how they've already got technology where they can, like, say at work or any other place, if you're in cahoots with somebody, they can see the same similarities in the way your brain's because you're thinking about certain things. And they're saying there's already technology where you can see not just at work but anywhere.
The brain
Based
waves.
That's
on
just-
behavior or just
Just the way the
brain
brain
waves.
is.
so it can
is-
see your brain waves.
Yeah, that they can kind of see the way your brain is moving and thinking and going.
Yeah,
And if
correctly.
you're in cahoots with somebody to do something illegal, that they can actually put those two together. So once the technology gets enough where they can read it at will, that's kind of fucking scary. to
Yeah,
me.
it's extremely scary because they've already taken the first steps of emasculating our society. So men are no longer allowed to be men without being put down for being toxic masculinity and all this other horse shit. Because the biggest danger to a government that's trying to overthrow the people, which, by the way, that's what we are. We're the only constitution in the world where the Constitution keeps the government in check, not the other way around. So the only battle against that is to rid the society of strong men. 18 to 24-year-olds are their biggest threat, and they've done a great job of pussifying that generation. And now you got guys that are my age, some a little younger, some older, that are saying, well, fuck it, we'll stand up. This is, again, it's a scary time. And now that they have this AI that can read the brains and the thoughts of people and compare them, that makes it that much scarier.
Well, you know what's crazy is that plays right into the demasculating folks. Maybe we discussed it on a previous podcast, but the statistics, and I couldn't quote them right now, I don't have it in front of me, but of young men that are raised by single moms versus it's like the statistics on men that go to jail, or these boys that become men that go to jail and do all these, commit crimes and do all this negative stuff, being raised by a single father is almost identical to being raised by both parents. And being raised by a single mother, that skyrockets the amount of negative stuff that goes on in a young man's life.
Because a woman can teach a young man a lot of things, but one thing it's very difficult for a woman to teach a young man is how to be a man.
Well, because a man is harder too. Let him cry.
Women tend to
let him, take their lumps.
Women tend to be emotionally driven creatures who want to protect their offspring.
Yeah, they do everything for them.
If they're going to do everything for them, they're going to protect them from getting in fights. You want to know what you need to do? Get out there and get your ass kicked a few times. It teaches you a lot of lessons.
And that includes by your father.
I believe that. There's a lot of people.
Punishment.
Exactly. That includes by your dad.
There's a lot of people out there that never got into a real fight ever.
You'll learn a lot about yourself.
Exactly.
Mostly. So and what you probably need to learn to keep it from happening.
You can tell who's been in a fight and who has not ever.
So do you think Mike or I ever been into a fight?
Yeah,
I never have.
Pretty sure.
You're like, not by the way you run your mouth constantly. You've never had to shut up. Is that what you're thinking?
No, I'm sure you guys have been in fights.
Actually, you know what that does, honestly?
No, I was even better. I was
like
bullied.
My brother and I used to beat the shit out of each other. Not only that, but we used to get into fights.
Siblings, yeah.
But
siblings help.
I think I run my mouth more because I know a punch only hurts for so long. You know what I mean? So I'm like,
no, but I'm talking about the aggressor, right? You're in public and this aggressor gets in your face and you stand up and they're like, whoa. It's like, whoa, you touch me, I'm calling the cops. I'm like, you motherfucker, you started this shit. Now I'm getting up in your face and you're backing down.
99% of the time it doesn't go down. But
those are the fuckers that never got into a fight.
Yeah, they talk a bunch of shit.
Like if I'm opening my mouth and I'm walking up to you saying shit, that means I'm ready.
See,
I'm ready to go.
I was worse than that. I was bullied. And so you're bullied until one day you decide you're not. Yeah. And only you get to decide that and how you're going to handle it. I fixed it after 2 years of being bullied.
Oh, you finally gave T-Dog what she needed, huh?
No. That's
Give me my balls back.
No, I was bullied for 2 years, and finally I just clocked the shit out of this. My dad flat out told me, like, you only got to hit him once.
Yeah. That's
all he would say. It's like, you only got to hit him once.
Oh, poor T-Dog.
And he was absolutely right about that. So, but then once it got, like, yeah, my brother and I kicked the shit out of each other plenty.
Yeah.
And, oh God, my sister's wedding, boy, man, it's hilarious because we got in a fight. He busted my nose, just wide open, blood all over the tuxedo.
What are with you guys in weddings and fights? What's up with you guys?
Well, it didn't happen at the wedding. This was after the wedding. This was in our room. It was the end of the night, and we were drunk. And when we both went at it, and the door was locked.
Mine was at a reception.
My mom's
like,
it goes to point out what moms do. They bang on the door, stop. Like, she thought we were killing each other, which, no, we just need to beat the shit out of each other and we'll be fine. We're not going to kill each other. I went out, we went out after that, drinking with my friends. I went out the whole night, this bloodied up fucking tuxedo. We're out just running around town, getting shitted up. My dad goes to return these rented tuxedos. We're like, well, it looks like blood. My dad's like, he spilled a little red wine on his It's like returning it with no bow tie.
His wife was on her period.
I had to learn.
Dude, we were teenagers. We were in high school when that shit happened.
So yeah, like growing up in Hawaii is kind of like that. It's like you grow up on this island, everybody knows everybody. So it's kind of like a sibling thing, even though you're not blood related. But it's kind of like that. You'll get into fist fights and then
For no reason.
And then
you don't click.
Yeah, and then after that, you're like, buying each other beers and stuff. That's kind of like what Hawaii is like. I don't know anyone that I grew up with that did not get into a fucking full on.
Well, here's the
fist
thing
fight
too. I don't
in
know a
Hawaii.
lot of people that have gone into fist fights that didn't later just let it all go. Like, there's no grudge after that. You've beat the
Yeah.
shit out of each other. It's like, well, we
Yeah.
don't need to fight again.
So when I moved to
Unless it's your brother.
Phoenix, yeah, it's always going to happen because you guys are. I mean, you're tied. You're tied together. But
Yeah, I think those were the ones we let go the quickest. But it was just we were so competitive because we were a year apart.
No, as soon as my brother busted my nose open that night, he's like, fuck. Like, I kept on trying to swing, but like my eyes were teared up, my nose is gushing. And I just had to stand back, and he's like, fuck, dude, are you all right? And then I go to the bathroom and try to stop the bleeding, and then he's there trying to help stop the bleeding after.
Yep. Always go for the nose first because it blurs their vision.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But when I moved to Phoenix, and then we'd have parties on the weekend, this college days, and then you have some person from Phoenix mouthing off sometime, and then I would get up, it's like where I come from, you start talking shit, that means fists are flying.
Yeah.
You don't talk shit and then nothing's gonna happen. So I get up and next thing like they're calling me the fucking nutcase, it's like, whoa, call me friend now. I'm
That's
like,
because you went right to the crane.
no, it's like tell your fucking friend to shut the fuck up. It's like if you don't want to fight, shut the fuck up. Like I had to learn quick. Like, okay, like this is a different culture. Like they talk. That's all they do. They fucking talk.
Fucking Americans, Al.
I'm not calling out what they are, but it's a different culture. Like where I come from, you open your mouth, that means you're ready to go.
There's another school of thought here too, and what I have done is I've matured more, where I'm not willing to fight unless somebody will not back down, and that's if I can't stop them or I can't de-escalate. Then it comes to that for self-defense purposes only, because even if it's a self-defense action and you freaking hurt that person or you win the fight, you're fucking going to jail. The cops are going to come. If the cops show up, you're getting arrested. Doesn't matter who started the fight. You put that guy on his ass, especially if you seriously injured him, they're going to arrest your ass.
Is this a commercial for USCCA or what?
Similar. But it's true, right?
Yeah, it is true.
You have to,
gotta
so you have
watch
to
out.
pick and choose your battles.
Yeah.
If someone calls me a fucking asshole, fine. You call me a pussy, well, I don't know who you are. I don't really care. But if you're going to come at me and you're going to be physical about it, then I can't de-escalate it, then yeah, there might be some problems.
You immediately tear up, start crying. I am a pussy.
I curl up in a ball on the ground and I
call that the
cover my head.
Raging ball of fury is what I call that.
If I don't do that, what I do is I run as fast as I can at you with the windmill going as fast as I can. Just run at you.
You're like, I bruised the shit out of the top of his foot with my rib cage and my face.
There's multiple techniques where you go at somebody crazy enough and they won't know what to do.
Yeah.
So they'll be like, dude, this guy's nuts. This is his fighting stuff.
And you
I'm just
don't
gonna back off.
You don't know who. Yeah. You don't know what you're getting into.
You don't
in a
know what
street
other
fight,
you don't know what other people know either. So
they could have a knife on them. They could have
you
a
could
gun
be
on
sitting
them.
there saying, "Oh, I'm whatever belt jujitsu," and he could be a belt above you, and have taken down more opponents. And you don't know.
That's why like pro fighters, they don't get into street fights because they have no idea what's.
You just
But I'm
get all.
saying, if you're young and you haven't been stupid enough yet, go and get in a couple fights. It'll probably
My
man
thing
you up
is,
real
you don't
quick.
know who does this mixed martial arts anymore. You might be trying to pick on some small dude, and he'll fuck you up anymore.
Oh,
I've watched
women.
that happen.
So
in
many
bars.
people, yeah.
Women can kill you like that. They'll choke you out.
You just got to get all full lethal weapon going all crazy on them. Like,
Yeah.
But again, You know, the problem with these generations is they have been pussified.
Yeah.
Not all. There's plenty of guys that are, don't take it wrong, if you're between the ages of 18 and 24, there's plenty of guys that are tough.
Are you speaking to the guys that were on our podcast a couple weeks ago?
But generally speaking, overall, as a generation, there's no drive to go, hey, I want to do what men do. There's not a lot of that. So unfortunately, certainly not at college campuses. So
shoot guns and eat pussy. Woo!
I think
You guys are no fun.
killing something. What'd you say? I wasn't paying attention.
Oh,
I think killing something for food is something like every man should
learn.
do, or be able to do. Yeah,
you mean like Dahmer?
not eat another person.
Well, here's the thing. It's like fishing is great. Fishing's a great skill to know, but there's no rivers or streams around you or lakes or oceans. What else can you kill for food? Figure that
Squirrel.
one out.
Yeah,
Squirrel.
doves.
I only go for roadkill personally.
Squirrels, rabbits, friggin' eat a raccoon. I mean, would you know how to get the vitals out? Do you know how to skin it? Do you know?
I think that's something a man should know.
Right.
How to live off the land.
No, and it's all the way up to deer, moose, elk, whatever. Bear.
Yeah.
No,
Mammoth-
if you don't
mammoth.
want to go with something big at first, go after something
Go
small.
mammoth hunting.
Go. How about this? Go hunt quail. Go hunt pheasant. Pheasant are easy. You just walk through. You rustle them up. You shoot them with a shotgun. Go clean them. So
Yep.
I think it's a good skill set to learn, and they've taken it away. And guess what? You won't know what the fuck to do when they're telling you the only thing you can buy in the grocery store are crickets. So
Oh, I can't wait.
No, I just think, especially like taking down like an elk or something like, pretty freaking big.
Mike doesn't know about that.
It's
No, I don't.
No, but when you're
I'm vegan.
when you're eating that shit, I mean, you appreciate it. It's kind of like,
No, there's a certain amount of pride when that meat is on your plate.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. And I mean, you're not just trying to kill animals. It's like,
You're proud of the fact that you learn that or you know that skill
yeah,
set.
and in a way, you actually thank this animal for letting me feed off of you in a
Yeah,
sense. You know.
let me set that one aside too. For a lot of people who think that we just like to go around and bullets are flying all through the forest and we're just taking down animals because it's fun. There's a certain thing that happens once you drop an animal on the ground. There's something that happens. There's sort of an agreement with that animal. Yes, I always thank the animal when we're done cleaning it, and it can be something simple. Typically, we say something simple like "Thank you, God, thank you, elk," or "Thank you, God, thank you, deer."
And then you
know.
do feel it. I mean, because there's just a living thing that you just took down. You do feel it.
Absolutely.
You feel it, and but you appreciate it more. As to opposed going to the grocery store and buying a cut of ribeye or whatever.
And it's far more humane.
I take that ribeye blood and I go,
no, but you appreciate it more if you're the one that killed this, cleaned it.
you know how long it takes to cook a steak
Well,
when you got to clean the animal,
Not only
dress the
that,
animal?
this animal didn't live a life of misery. It probably had to run from bear before. It probably had to run from other hunters before.
Disease.
It's had
Before it ran into your salt lick.
It's had moments. Yeah, right. It's had moments of its life where it's had to run in fear for its life. But the day that we meet is the day that I met. Say the elks the elk that I've taken or the deer. It heard a gunshot one day. It was just being a deer or being an elk, and it heard a gunshot, and then its world faded to black. It doesn't get much more humane than that.
This deer was in Chicago.
No, but it doesn't, even yet now. I haven't been bow hunting long enough because I haven't taken anything with my bow. But they're certainly not going to hear that. But you do have to get close to the animal. However, contrast that to what goes on in cattle farms and things of that nature, where animals are strictly raised to be slaughtered.
Yeah,
they have the animals out in the woods have a far more. These people that are so against hunting, they act like these animals in the forest, they never die. They never fall off cliffs. Trees never fall on them. Other predators don't ever kill them in very horrific ways. If you guys are so worried about a gunshot taking an animal, So anyway, I'll get off my soapbox, but my point is, it is a good skill set to learn, and it doesn't have to be a deer or an elk or a bear or a moose. Go shoot some birds and eat them, or shoot rabbit or
fish.
squirrel, or fishing's great unless there's nothing around you to fish in. But like,
I was just noticing there's no antlers in your house.
yeah, so my mom doesn't want me hanging antlers all over the house, but I do have a trophy room in the other room. It's not a massive, none of them.
It's a rat. There's
You
short
gotta-
amount
If you ever come
of
to
a
my
rat.
mom's house, don't think it looks like Cameron Haynes' house. It sure doesn't. But, I've got my
several
trophies. let's just
jackalope
say.
horns.
Yeah. And mounted sunnies on the
A
wall.
short amount of a squirrel.
That's right.
Yeah. But again, don't be afraid to learn those skill sets, kids.
Several
That's all I'm saying.
taxidermied field mice.
I think
We are way over.
yeah, way.
That's all right, because when you cut all the bullshit out of this one, it's only going to be like 10 minutes long.
I'm
Anyway.
not cutting anything out.
Oh, jeez Louise. All right, fine. All right. Well, everybody, thanks for showing up. If you're a young man, certainly between the ages of 24 and 18 and 24, don't be a pussy. And, well, hell, if you're just a man in general and you stand behind your woman, stop being a pussy. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for watching. Till next time.
Peace.
Well, we're gonna get hit.
This is where we dance. It's a long way to go.
Michael McDonald.
Maybe I'll write him an email, see if we have permission to use it.
Okay.
Said he's 71. You think he uses email?
All right,
He's like my dad.
we're rolling.
He uses email, but
Rolling.
he doesn't use instant message or doesn't
I
text.
thought you could use stuff if you
Only
use it in a
email.
parody format. Like, isn't this whole thing a parody of a podcast?
No.
It's a parody of a real podcast.
That's right.
I have to go.
Do you have to go?
No.
Is that what happens when you have the runs? You just leave the show?
I just shit myself. I don't leave.
We had a podcast a few weeks ago where a guy said he shit himself.
I did. It was awesome.
And it's like a
The nice thing is, I didn't destroy my jeans. I'm wearing those jeans right now.
Test.
You also didn't wash them.
Testing.
I also don't wash them
Testing.
except twice a year, whether they need it or not.
Alright, I'm on. Okay, let's roll. Woo! Welcome to the podcast! Wait, we're not ready.
Walmart is ordered to pay
You
an
guys ready?
Oregon man
Are you ready?
$4 million.
Yeah, I'll let Justin carry this one.
So you tell me right now, he's gonna trespass me from this property for what reason? Because he wants to.
On August
Get
19th,
the hell out of
a
here.
Lone County, Oregon jury ruled against Walmart, saying a customer was racially profiled by one of its employees.
I'd zoom for that shit too.
What did I say to threaten you?
You're gonna trespass me, 86 me for no reason.
Threaten you?
It happened on March 26th,
Yeah.
2020, at a Walmart in
Some little pussy fuckboy freaking was all intimidated or misinterpreted what somebody said to him.
You gonna do a Brent?
You are amazing.
Yeah, that's what.
You're like DJ Algorithm.
Ding. Bruh.
I can't believe you don't have a contract to a major music label already.
I do.
Oh yeah.
Warner Brothers.
He just hangs out with us.
The police show up. Warner Brother.
Oh,
What
man.
does that mean? I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
You were upset at the song I was playing earlier. My goodness.
Huh?
Nothing. I think this has got to go on the other side.
Yeah. Usually the cable's on the left, Justin.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Get some get right there, Justin.
Look at the thing. It'll see L and R.
I don't know. I just put it on.
Yeah. Yeah.
What does it matter? Your voice
Because-
sounds like shit whether it's in
You know how
stereo
you
or
know
not.
that?
It sounds like more
Because-
shit if it's on the right way.
No, because
Because-
if I put it the other way, then you come through here, but then you're coming through on the other side if I do it the other
This
way.
is-
So it's like you're on both sides of me.
This is how you know, like, so, because cable starts with the letter C, and because the word left starts with L, that's why the cable goes on the left.
What?
Because cable starts, the word cable starts with K, and then the left side of your head, the word left starts with an L, that's why the cable goes on the left.
Do you hear that? It sounds like the sound of subscribers falling off as we speak.
No, they're probably joining because, yeah, well,
Very okay. That's rolling. That's rolling.
So are we going to name this
That's
podcast
rolling.
I Just Became Dumber?
Yes.
all right, bring it in now.
5, 4,
DJ Algorithm.
2, 1.